Hello, everybody. Rabbi Moshe Rothschild of the Israel Alliance, bringing you summary of the news from Israel for week ending March 5th, 2021. Just a little more than 2 weeks until spring and about 3 weeks until Passover. That's right, coming soon. So I do all the hard work for you. I scan the papers, watch the news, and summarize everything for you right here. Let's jump right into the news for this week. And we will start with the story from Saudi Arabia. That's right, from Saudi Arabia. It was reported from a source very close to the royal family that they are very concerned about the upcoming elections in Israel. They do not want Netanyahu to lose. Apparently, Saudi Arabia has become Netanyahu's biggest fans. So, pretty amazing story. The daughter of Israeli hero Ari Fuld, who sadly he was murdered just a few years ago, his daughter gave birth to a baby boy this week. Now, it's very good news, but it's, of course, a little bit sad because Ari, some of you may know him, those who are watching, was a resident of my town, did not live too far from me, and was a great fighter for Israel. And he was he was murdered by an Arab terrorist here, not too far from my home. So his daughter gave birth this week, and it's being reported in the news. Ari was murdered in 2018, so almost 3 years. This week, the ICC, that's the International Criminal Court, decided that they're going to open an investigation into Israeli quote unquote war crimes. Our prime minister called this undiluted anti Semitism. And Netanyahu said, and I quote, "We will never stop fighting this injustice. We will speak the truth in every forum, in every country, on every stage, until this outrageous decision is reversed and becomes null and void." That's right. They are not investigating the Hamas terrorists. They are not investigating the Palestinian Authority terrorists of the Fatah, but they are investigating Israeli soldiers who responded to the terrorism. Once again, anti-Semitism raising its ugly head. Put your name down below. Say hello. We'd be very happy to hear from you. Although I don't get a chance to respond to all the comments, I read every single one. It means a lot to me. Let me know where you are, what's your name, and any comments you might have. In a poll, a political poll, remember we have elections coming up in Israel in less than 3 weeks. The far left Meretz party, for the very first time, according to this poll, will not pass the election threshold and will not obtain any seats in the Knesset, which is a first. 1,800 former Israeli generals and service members sent a letter to President Joe Biden urging him not to rejoin the bad deal with Iran, and saying that it would lead to a nuclear Iran, and they urged him to please not rejoin that deal. Royal Caribbean, which is of course one of the largest, or maybe it's the largest, I have no idea, one of the largest cruise ship lines in the world, decided that they're going to launch their new flagship cruise, excuse me, from here in Israel, from the Haifa port. They will be offering 3 to 7 night getaways from Israel to the Greek islands and to Cyprus. So if anyone would like to sponsor my wife and I to check out the new Royal Caribbean tour, please let me know. I'd be happy to do so. Sadly, an Israeli soldier died in a tragic training accident this week, but his organs were donated and he saved the lives of 5 people. Sergeant Yonatan Granot, who was 22, he died after being accidentally shot at an IDF shooting range. This week, the IDF completed an underground wall as Israel prepared for war with Hamas. The IDF completed the construction of this underground concrete wall between Israel and the Gaza Strip as part of an effort to prevent terrorists from crossing Israel via cross-border underground tunnels that they constantly are building. So, folks, that is the news here from Israel. And I want to wish you all a great weekend. Shabbat Shalom, wonderful Sabbath. Remember, in March 2022, we will be hosting an Israel Alliance trip to Israel. If you'd like more information, put your name in the comments and a way to contact you, and we'd be happy to send it to you. It's going to be unbelievable. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing trip. So, folks, Shabbat Shalom, great weekend, and hope to see you in good health.